fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
Set of orders for me today.
What is it? Need to see what I'm carrying? Ah, yes, we are done.
Captain, I am fully updated and ready. Captain, hello again. I was uncertain you would return. I am relieved you have given up on carrying everything yourself. I will await your next order here.
Taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. Hey, kind of breaking my
Hey,
concentration.
what can I do for you? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain. I have to talk about the Starborn. Do you have a second? You do, right? Right? How could we not talk about it for the rest of our lives? It could be the dawn of a new era of humanity. Or it could be an elaborate prank or any number of mundane explanations. That's a smart hypothesis. Makes sense, but we have no observations to really back that up. Yet. Although now that you mention it, I do remember a drunk conversation with a Marine. He swore up and down he was part of an elite crew on some top-secret ship out there. But this is all anecdotal. We just need more data. There has to be a way to draw them out and figure out where they're coming from. It's one of our few facts about them. It seemed very important to them, too. This could be a turning point for humanity, you know? Or it could be just the emergence of a powerful new faction, or some sort of elite military tech, or a gazillionaire with nothing else to do. All we know is that they wanted that artifact badly. Agreed. That is going to require more observations, more encounters with them. And who knows? Maybe we'll never see them again.
So, how are you feeling, Barrett? I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process. Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them. I wouldn't say I was afraid. More like approaching the situation with caution. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us? It's very disturbing, especially with all of that cutting-edge technology at their disposal. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions. No, not time travelers. I don't think the science is there to support that theory. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery. Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn more about the Starborn and their connection to the artifacts. I certainly hope so. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say. Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time. Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation. I have something I need to discuss with you. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like raw energy was coursing through your veins? Well, it got me thinking, so I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protégé. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. I respected her, and I considered her a dear friend, but we weren't in love. Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go. I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. Yes, absolutely.
Miss Morgan, I shall be here if you need me.
It's actually comforting to know that, Androsia. Thank you. transition to this new way of life for you?
Yes, I would say that the proper adjustments are being made. The most difficult part has been acclimating to what you perceive as the more insignificant customs.
Interesting. Such as?
Oh, yes. Here's a particularly strange one. After a person sneezes, someone invariably invokes the phrase, "Bless you." I would like to have understood the specific etymology of those words.
Ah, well, I don't think that's necessary, Andrasia. It's enough to know that being courteous to others is the right thing to do.
Yes?
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Ship's clear and the sky is cold.
We're locking into orbit now.
As I wander the blackness of the deep abyss, my ship is entire. It's all dented and worn, but I trust my old engine to get back by morn. Way out in the blackness, way
Grab jump spinning down. Just look at those stars.
unknown vessel. Prepare to submit to...
Wait! I know her. She's the one who helped on Altair 2. This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Anytime. Nice to see you. Been busy risking risking your ass for total strangers, huh? Then I hope the UC's always got enough credits for you. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but... I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But, would you accept a final part? It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day, some of us can return the favor. Young out.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. Landing sideways. Let's set it down.
All geared up and ready to go. As you can see, Vladimir's time with the Crimson Fleet proved to be quite lucrative. One can only hope he's left that way of life behind. You're carrying too many odds and ends. Time to let something go. Can I help? Have something for me? Okay.
Made too many promises to shine light on the details, but I cashed out from the fleet. Bought an old hauler and converted it into a flying traveler's inn. Even named it the Jolly Roger as a bit of history's chuckle. We sputtered around the settled systems as best we could, helping the helpless. A safe harbor for anyone who needed it. Eventually, retired from that as well. Had too much of the past, still needed burying. Didn't stop Sarah Morgan from finding me though. In her hunt for one of the historical relics I stole from the UC. Been a part of Constellation ever since. A third life in the making, and one with a mission worth the toil. When my former captain died, I knew my days with the fleet were marching to the cliff's end. I was already considered an old jack-o'-bones, scaring the new rooks on the fact that I was still alive. Grimm's laughing reminder that most of them wouldn't make it to my age. Tossing my youth away on gutting haulers for the fleet was one thing, but watching another generation doing the same, knowing where the end was for them, my mind started clocking hours on the point of it all. And that's when the beauty of the Blackest Sea started to catch me for the first time. Humanity's jaunt into the stars could use a friendlier meeting than gun and blade. And who could do better good out there than someone who had seen the darkest edges and lived to tip your ear to the tale? Paid in full for this little piece of the settled systems to call my own. blood is starting to boil over back at Constellation with all this work we're doing with the eye, so this might be the last time I set eyes here for a spell. Don't really know if my faith holds strong to Barrett's idea of what these artifacts are, but the science seems true. How did I get here? A Crimson Fleet rook turned old man astronomer, arguing with a physicist about what the stars themselves are. Got a smile on this life. Owe it all to the others that didn't make it to keep going. Memory's fault comes through on the exact time, but my career in the fleet took a turn as the UC stepped up its efforts. Not the first or last time they tried to wash the bloody tab. Caught a smile being with the crew whose captain took the challenge to play smart. If every breach and storm was a fight to the death, might as well make it for the highest stakes. And why not take the time to learn all the locks and bolts? Crack the systems that held the treasures? Learn the routes between stars that would become the best places to go. I never read so many books in my days as when I was gearing the brain for a heist. Soon enough,
My
I found
goodness.
myself just reading
I had
whenever
no
time's
idea that
moments would
Vladimir's
spare.
paranoia would amount to surrounding himself with all of this monitoring equipment. Painful memories or not, it's good to be home. Look at this place. It's just as we left it. You know, I've often wondered who keeps the lodge so meticulously clean.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation. Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time... I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times. Oh, next time I see her, I'll paste on a smile and ask her ever so nicely to pick them up. Again. I mean, this is between me and you. But Cora wasn't exact. I don't know if I mentioned, but had a partner. Lillian Hart. Understatement of the century. Hell, when Cora was born. For the first few months. But one late night, early... Yeah, sure don't feel it. Yeah, I really appreciate you. But with her getting older, I try to be better for Cora. Well, ain't that a drop. I know it seems crazy. Her mother... And what, have her raised by Jake? You think? And if she just learned to pick...
I have things for you.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
There a type of weapon?
as you enter the city.
Selling art is a bit of an art itself.
Something for you.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
I have things for you.
Picked up something you might be interested in. Something for you to think about a moment.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things. That's it. Great job. So, that trip to secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry. Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
Best watch your pockets around me. Just saying.
I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long. All I need is a crease, and I'll turn it into
Well, you sure did your part.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Right, sure. Of course. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. Thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is into... I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask in the security office.
I just don't think we have a second date. I barely survived the first one.
To see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
Holy shit.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building. Even in the well, the Trade Authority continues to flourish.
I'm sorry.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Trace the drain. Check the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I'd do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Maybe Zoe really is telling the truth.
I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Hey there.
I'm thinking about taking my
expecting me to jump down. I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box.
That's it, thanks.
Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface, which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agree that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems.
Well, that lock didn't last very long.
The Settled Systems News Network. News you can trust.
Have things for you. Have these jetpacks for a reason.
Aren't your ships that landed not too long ago? It sure is something.
Do you have something for me? I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us.
I can't lie. I'm disappointed you turned that over to Zoe.
Oh my. Someone was attempting to hack Galbang? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments.
I picked up something you might be interested in. I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher or one of those dancing clowns. But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. And if nothing else, New Atlantis security is just that. Effective. When we're fully staffed, that is. But we're not. Long story. And need some help. You interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? Now that is exactly what we need. Someone willing to learn. We're not talking urban pacification here. This is safety and security. Easy.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Let me know if you have any questions.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend. You've got something for me? Another day, another credit.
The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility. But we try. You are, of course, welcome at any time here in Mast.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation.
In any case, let me fill you in.
We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Good luck with the mission.
We're on the cutting edge of technology here. It's an exciting place to be.
Back in the lab. Quiet, safe, secure. Just how I like it.
Yes?
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
Ooh, long way down.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
How's you? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know. Ah, if it isn't my favorite... Yeah, we all got friends who need things. But we've also got rules and regulations, and I'm not going to bend them. Your friend can file a request like everyone else. I've got nothing at the moment, but come back later, and I might have something for you. It's a lot of work. Well, take care.
Hi, how you doing? Whoa, what? Okay. Now I think
See what kind of information you can get off of there.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
UC Security, you're under arrest. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Seems like you have a bit of a background in deep space hauling. I'm sure we can put that to good use. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do? UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or, you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me? Or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Let's go. So, it's a Theop instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Yeah.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? Up to ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Pardon. Excuse me. Hello. Okay, hello.
Yes? What?
Howdy.
Hey.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance, and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. You have your orders.
Hey.
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Excuse me. Yes?
Okay, hello. Pardon.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yes. What?
Excuse me. Yes.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with inform.
Looking for the young, bright minds. The future. Apply today the nearest galaxy. But here at Caroline Medical.
Ah, man. Instant sensory overload.
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
No. Hey, wait. You were there? When those security assholes nabbed me. Please, have a heart. You need to help me. Thank you. Oh, God. I gotta admit, I'm freaking out here. I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrand, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a package. A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you. You are a regular lifesaver. You're solid. My crate's on Block 02 in Ebside. My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Beautiful, unique, original.
I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me,
You have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it.
I got it.
And... authentication is all green.
Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele. I've got some evicted crates set up to go to the dump. Might be full of weak old Kazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find out. Great. Unit C203 is now keyed to you. Best of luck.
What is it? I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal? Until next time. There is little question that region has some influence here.
Your dad's jumping in from where?
Paradiso. You good? All this time we thought he was just being some miserable hermit.
Yeah? You need something? If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night.
Huh. No wonder you're stocking up.
Okay, suit yourself. But you have no idea what you're missing. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business. As soon as... Oh, yeah, right. You're with Nesher. I see the family resemblance. You're practically twins. I know he got pinched. Yannick's no one's mark. Well, Nesher wouldn't work with it. Huh, unless he had no choice. What is this about? Oh, really? Huh, fascinating. So Nesher came through. Might be he's less crappy than I gave him credit. Who am I kidding? He's a bottom feeder. But when all the good fish get gobbled up by corporations, sickly minnows are all that's left. Take the creds. I am known far and wide for my generosity. Ask anyone. Yes, yes. He is loyal. Loyalty will be rewarded. You look like talent. Serious talent. And no one knows you. Yes. You are looking at the one and only maker... the kick is the pro. Excellent. Yes. Blend needs Aurora, yes? And Aurora is totally illegal outside of the Astro Lounge. And really, really illegal off-world. If the Rangers catch you with Aurora on a ship, oh boy, that's a long time in the clink. And if the great Benjamin Bayou finds out you're selling it on the streets, even bigger trouble. But so far, and together, we can keep making loads. Very. Nesher's worthless to me now. Loyal, yes, but he'll be watched from now on. Useless. And my other? I think it is time. Or maybe he tragically falls into the ocean, I don't care which. But you deal with him, and you become very well. This.
Perhaps this can be handled delicately, without bloodshed. I suppose we should see.
Felix sick.
What's up? I wonder if I'll even recognize
Not
him.
everyone has a family like mine.
Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to... We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but kinda wish they weren't. Sure. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be what with the disciples and all. Hey, dang.
Not interested.
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Seoka Syndicate freaks had no chance! Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight! I cannot be hearing you right! Off-world? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right! I mean, Yannick's screwed without me! We had big plans! Big! Tell you what, screw Yannick! I hope the Syndicate string him up and execute the bastard! And screw you too! Yeah! Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life. You expect me to just... I mean, after what you did to all the... All right! Sheesh. I'm leaving. Tell Yannick I'll miss him. Or maybe not.
Keeps demanding
because everything you've heard.
Yeah. Take it easy.
You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it would. You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you're my capable and well-rewarded... Yannick's blend is running low. Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is Aurora. And there's only one place to get that. Xenofresh Fisheries. Nasher worked there and had a secret contact. Even secret from me, his good friend, who supplied the Aurora. Maybe. No longer important. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society. And here are some superb and... So you apply there to work in production. Oh, you know how to make amp, yes? Simple recipe. They expect applicants to know basic chemistry. Use the research station over there and analyze these. I'm sure you'll figure it out from there. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Neshar's
I gotta tell you, man, blend is the best. Come on, your secret's safe. What are the secret ingredients?
Glad you like it, but there's no way I'm telling you how it's made. It's not much of a secret if I go around telling people.
Oh, come on. It's not that big of a deal, right? Just tell me.
Don't push your luck. Ingredients will stay a goddamn secret. Now leave me alone! Soon the Aurora will flow again.
Don't go causing trouble. Be careful.
Your credits work for you.
I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow?
Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries. You've come to the right place. Xenofresh is always on the lookout for new faces. The application kiosk is over there, but feel free to ask me. And job candidates with background in chemistry are highly sought. I highly advise you to look at the Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down. The pay, we're fortunate. The Free Star Collective, if you care to sample, although Aurora is our flag. It was nice talking with you.
Working at Xenofresh is amazing. I mean, come on. Free, Aurora? What other corp can beat a perk like that? What is it? If you're looking for Aurora, you're in the wrong place. Try the Astro Lounge.
Riley, oh God, is that Cherny-Sheetsky? Cherry? I'm so sorry. Miss Gurov would like to interview for the position. She's in the underbelly on the factory floor. She'll be expecting you. Have a nice day.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? GalBank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Advanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew, enjoy a cup right now.
The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
Rather be doing this.
What are you looking at?
Production quotas are down, Valentina. The lounge is expecting a delegation soon, so you need to fix it.
I'm not the one who promised a 30% increase this social living. In fact, you can find my goddamn recommendation on file, which you ignored. I can't make something out of nothing. Everything is falling apart down here. I need my new budget approved. Immediately. Hello? Hello? Ay! You're the new applicant, right? Riley? So you learned on the job at Argos? Not bad, not bad. But that's not what's important. You know remedial chemistry and seem to be living and breathing. You're goddamn hired. Good. Good. Take this and put it on. Time to get to work. Follow me, and you get to show me just how amazing you are at learning new skills. Wear the damn clean suit every minute you're on the job. It's for your safety. I can't have any more of you dropping dead because you can't follow simple directions. Clear? So, here is the facility. Don't go anywhere. You work the assembly line, you make what's asked, and you get paid and go back to whatever crate hole you come from. Don't ask questions. Don't fraternize, except on a break. Here we go. The assembly line. Job simple. The hopper will spit out ingredients. The computer tells you what to make, you take the ingredients from the hopper. We know to the milligram what's needed. So take what's required. No more, no less. You think so, right? The other thing is speed. We got a quota. As soon as the screen spits out a compound, the timer starts. So use the station to craft the compound, then put it in the other hopper. You beat the time and you maybe make Employee of the Month, get a bonus, maybe get promoted one day so you can have your own little crate rats. You take too long. Don't take too long. Questions? If your fingers are as fast as you run your mouth, you'll do fine. We understand each other, right? You get one run-through with training wheels, no time limit to learn the system. After that, the clock is ticking. Finish your shift, do well, and maybe you come back. You could go to the break room before you leave. Training program commencing. Create one batch. No time limit.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Yeah, you didn't hear from me, but Supervisor Gorov's got her own Aurora deals going on.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete. Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Valentina needs to cut us a break. She's a real pain in the butt.
Shift over. You can go to the break room or go home.
Those damn chasm bass scales get everywhere. I even found... Never mind.
Another day in paradise. Welcome to the line. Hope you like your every move being recorded and digitized for Silicon posterity. Yeah, we gotta stick together. Speaking of security, oh no, an outage? Fortunately for us, the damn things are broken like 98% of the time. You happen to know Nesher? Poor guy got picked up by security. Bingo. The fact I'm still free means Nesher didn't rat me out to security. I knew whoever he was working for would send a replacement. Are we back in business? You don't need to tell me that. I'll give you the codes to the merchandise. It's up to you to get it and do whatever you do. If you need more, pleasure doing business.
Yes? Need to see what I'm carrying? That is all? Very well.
Too bad I can't squeeze any of
away. No one... Wait, the boss is expecting you. Go in.
And now all the interested parties have convened. Yannick. Did you think you could use Aurora in my city without me knowing? Another bloodbath in Ebside isn't good for the tourists. Still, sometimes blood's gotta flow. And you must be what passes for the brain in this operation. What's the percentage in letting either of you leave here alive?
I concur. Yannick is in fact quite stupid.
Oh, your friend even thinks maybe I should do Neon a favor. Why shouldn't I?
Your lounge has the upscale market covered, Mr. Bayou. But there are so many credits lying on the table, begging to be taken.
Go on.
We use just a smidgen of Aurora to make blend, and blend is priced for everyone. Please tell him.
Yes, tell me. So, you've got an emerging market cornered. Yannick, I'd almost think you're a businessman. Almost.
Yannick has just started. The credits are rolling in.
Wait, did you just call yourself Yannick? For real?
Aye.
Muzzle it. Here's the deal. You get to keep smuggling Aurora out of the fishery. You make your blend and sell whatever extra Aurora you want on the streets. But I'm taking 20% of the profit for having to deal with your bullshit. We're done. Yannick, get busy making me my money.
If you are free soon, could we talk? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under... You seem to be acclimating. I think none of you have certainly become it. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? I cannot tell. I have not shared much. I know. For those that have not, Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. That is kind of you. You also... I find expressing affection. I know this seems... by a group, Yes, you carry yourself well. Perhaps more time with you will allow that to rub off on me. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you. You said you were Indeed it was. Thank you.
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Oh, Yannick's are you okay? My whole life, our profits go. So, you go there, making no time pressure? You are the best.
Again? Now? Really? I thought the last shift was more than enough.
Time for work then.